Things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. What's going on, my beautiful geek culture? As always, I'm your boy O, and today, James Gunn has confirmed that Superman is not getting a sequel. I believe this is confirmation that his film indeed flopped. We got to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel that DC has no direction. Now look, before I get started, do your boy O 3 major favors. Please hit that subscribe button. Then after that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. Hitting that notification bell certainly helps. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out with that algorithm, baby. Now let's get into today's video. Hit them with the intro. Now let me get in this kitchen and cook. This article is coming from comicbookmovie.com. If you're familiar with the 4KO, you would know that this is my preferred site to get my news from. So shout out to them for continuing to bring the noise. It is titled, James Gunn announces Man of Tomorrow movie for 2027. Teaser art reveals Superman, Lex Luthor team up. I hope not. The man already have dropped the ball with that of Superman, Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad, and Creature Commandos. I am certain that he cannot properly adapt the relationship between Lex and Superman. That's how I feel. Maybe you feel differently, and that is okay. 2026 will see the release of Supergirl and Clayface, and it's now been confirmed that James Gunn's next movie is Man of Tomorrow, set to arrive in theaters on July the 9th, 2027. Well, we have no idea what it's actually about. Yeah, people don't know, because James Gunn continues to be confusing, and we're going to go over that in a second in this video. Trust me when I tell you, the man just do not know how to be clear about things. All right. What else I want to give you from this news here? There have been speculation about this movie being world's finest, Superman the Authority, or Superman Supergirl team up, but it seems we can lay that to rest after this announcement. Are you excited about a Man of Tomorrow movie? Check out the teaser up below and let us know your thoughts in the usual place. Talking about the comment section. Now, as you know, I'm going to put it on the screen here. That is the teaser art. You see Superman with a screwdriver in his hand, a flathead, and you have Lex Luthor in his war suit, which I will admit, that looks nice. That looks nice, but I know it's not going to look like that in the movie. I'm talking about Lex suit here. Okay, not Superman suit. We already know that that thing is ugly, but Lex suit might come off as a bit too bulky. Now, many people are celebrating the news that Superman is getting a sequel, whereas Man of Steel did not get a sequel. However, bring it over here to Collider. James Gunn has confirmed that this Man of Tomorrow movie is not a Superman sequel. Take a look at this. Coming from Collider. Title, James Gunn insists Man of Tomorrow is not a Superman sequel. Taking to social media, Gunn doubled down on his insistence that while the movie features Superman, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and Metropolis, it should not be viewed as Superman 2. Quote, this is the same movie. Superman has a major role. It's not Superman 2. Unquote. You heard it from the horse's mouth right there. Gunn, the head of DC Studios, has just told you that Superman is not getting a sequel. Now, I know many people are going to say, well, it's a sequel. It's just a different way of giving you a sequel. Remember, you declassified Batman vs. Superman as a Superman sequel, or should I say a Man of Steel sequel, because it is Batman versus Superman. Now here it is. The horse is saying that it's not a sequel to Superman, which tells me a few things. One, James Gunn's Superman was definitely a flop. The circumstance around renaming his Superman brand, it is reminiscent of that of Man of Steel. See what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about Man of Steel to Batman versus Superman. I'm talking about from Superman 1 2, 3, 4, and 5 to Man of Steel. See, they needed to change the name in order for the character to appeal to a wider audience. See what I'm saying here? Because why? The previous Superman film had flopped, which was Superman Returns. Every move that Warner Brothers has made since Superman has been released has proved that the movie outright flopped. Not a disaster, but it flopped. 30 days, you're on VOD. 2 weeks, or should I say a week after being on VOD, it goes on sale. And guess what? A week after that, it went on sale again. Every move that Warner Brothers has made after Superman proves that it's a flop. Okay. Now, the second thing this tells me is behind closed doors, they are scrambling. They have no idea what they're going to give you in order for people to show up. Think about it. Why not Superman 2? If the film did so great, why would you go in a totally different route when everyone, well, you claim it's everyone, is literally waiting for a sequel? Not me. Not me. I can go without watching anything from James Gunn. As I said, this guy continues to drop the ball with DC. As days go on, I'm getting less and less invested, which is a shame because this is a DC channel. You know what I'm saying? But this Superman situation in James Gunn's DC universe, it is showing us that DC as a fandom isn't easily won over. You can't just throw things at the wall and hope that they stick. And I feel like James Gunn came into the situation with that mindset. We had a slate. All of a sudden, the slate is no more. We don't even talk about the slate. That's right. Superman saga coming out the blue. Now you got a Man of Tomorrow movie that's not a sequel to Superman, but it is working in the same world. I don't know. Now they're going to continue to push out product. They're not going to admit failure right off back. You know, they need a few more flops. You already got Superman. You already got Peacemaker. And I see a lot of people out there talking about Peacemaker doing good. No, the hell it's not. 713,000 households. I don't care if it's up 22%. It's under 1 million. The Penguin got nearly 5 times that viewership. Okay, that is what DC is about. It ain't about no under 1 million numbers. Hell no. This is an iconic brand, ladies and gentlemen, with a huge fan base. The Penguin showed us that fans will show up for what they're willing to support. Peacemaker? Nah. 713,000 households, that's it. You know how many people they have in the US? Okay. HBO Max has over 100 million subs. 100 million. And Peacemaker Season 2 was only watched by 713,000 households. Make it make sense. So yeah, it's going to take a few flops for them to realize that they're failing. As you know, many of these heads, they're not willing to admit failure, right? James Gunn knows damn well his Superman did not make any money. And he also knows that his direction doesn't make sense. Something is a sequel, it's not a sequel. I don't know. What are we getting with this guy? I'll classify it as trash. I'm your boy O. Hopefully you'll watch this video all the way to the end up your bar that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Trying to reach that big number of 100,000 subs. So I'll be highly appreciative. You help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. Then after that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. Hitting that notification bell certainly helps. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out with that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know, what do you think about this non-sequel? And also, tell me, do you agree with me when I say this is confirmation that James Gunn's Superman lost money? And always remember, let's la bon temps roulette. Oh, you know what? I need for you to answer me a question. How many flops do you think that it would take for Warner Brothers to course correct? Always remember, let's la bon temps roulette. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.